Oh, no questions, period 4.
Oh.
We are the smartest class. Hopefully we get a lecture, period 3, no lecture again. Maybe that's why, that explains why over half the class got single digits on this quiz. Yeah?
Wait, what was the quiz at?
It's always 20 unless otherwise stated.
And we get like 5 points if that one. Oh, you subtract that.
No, the quiz, there's no free points, like the test. So you could get a 0 on a quiz. But even period 3 didn't get a 0.
Do we get like 1 point for trying?
No. These are exactly the same as the homework problems, I just changed the numbers. Every single problem was the same. They're like not even remotely different, I just changed the numbers. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Where are we on? Lin Quad 4 now. Number 5, 6, 7, 8, a good one. April Fool's, Mr. Park.
Right?
Wait a minute. Oh, and everybody in this class did number 3, which is like the hardest problem on that whole page.
Oh.
And that's the problem that's going to be on the test. Okay, let me go around with my grade book now. I'm going to correct grade problem number 3. How come I got to ask the question? Okay, I'm telling you right now, this problem is on the test. Did you guys mark it? Now, probably by the time we get to the end of this chapter, I'm going to have told you all 8 problems on the test. Can you repeat it? Of course it's going to get kicked up a notch, but the concept is going to be exactly the same. Okay, y equals x plus k. Y equals x squared plus 5x. You got a parabola and a line. It looks like this. Here's a parabola opening up, and here's a line that's with slope 1 that's tangent. You know what tangent means? See how it touches it at only 1 point? Okay, what does the value of k have to be so that the line touches at 1 point? Well, how do you find where a parabola and a line intersect? Well, you already did it in problem 2, right? Substitution, right? Since y equals this, you can substitute that for y, right? Either plug this in there or plug that in there, it doesn't matter, it's the same thing, right? So you get x squared. You guys did this in problem number 2, I hope, right? Now what kind of equation is this? It's a quadratic equation. Well, what a surprise, that's what we're studying here. How do you solve quadratic equations? You make one side 0. So you got x squared plus 4x minus k equals 0. Now, when you have a quadratic equation, what tells you what kind of roots you have? The discriminant. Okay, now what is the discriminant of this problem? B squared minus 4ac minus 4ac. And look, if there's only going to be one point of intersection, one solution, the discriminant has to equal 0. So what you do is you set the discriminant equal to 0. That's all you got to do. And then now solve for k. 16 plus 4k equals 0. K equals -4. Problem done. Done and done. Did you guys do the problem like that? Okay. Now some of you might have just said, once you got to here, oh, the only way you can get a double root is k got to be -4, yeah? I bet you some of you did that. But see, that works on this problem, but when I give you a harder one, that might not work. So again, you want to look at the discriminant. The discriminant tells you how many roots an equation has. And since there's only one solution, the discriminant must be equal to 0. Remember that. Anyway, you're going to get one more practice on the practice test, and then you're going to see this on the test again. Okay, next, 5, 6, 7. Are we? Okay, now what did I tell you yesterday? If you know the coordinates of the vertex, what should you use? Vertex form. Now, it's saying that this is the minimum value of f. Doesn't that mean the vertex is at 3, -5? Right? This is the minimum point.
Yeah.
Minimum point, isn't it? The vertex.
Yeah.
And then this is the point 1, 2. So if you know the vertex, you just use vertex form. Look, y minus a times x minus 3 squared minus 5. How do I figure out a?
Oh, you solve for a.
I'm not really asking, okay, when I ask a question, I really don't want an answer, I keep telling you. You plug in the point. You just think of it in your head. So if I plug in 1 for x and 2 for y, you get 2 equals, what is that? 4a minus 5. 4a equals 7. A equals 7/4. Therefore, the equation of the parabola is y equals 7/4 times x minus 3 squared minus 5. Box that, that's the answer. Can I leave the answer in that form?
Yeah.
Yes, because if it doesn't say what form to leave it in, you can leave it in any form. Sometimes though, I don't, when I write the answer at the bottom, sometimes I do the other things, but you can leave it in any form. However, on the test, I'm going to tell you what form to leave it in. Okay, now 5, 6, 7 are all the same problem. They're all the same, except different. Okay, look, number 6. A parabola is tangent to the x-axis at the point 4, 0. Right there. Doesn't that mean that's the vertex? And the y-intercept is 6. Doesn't that mean it passes through the point 0, 6? So isn't that like the exact same problem as this? You know the vertex and another point, you can write the equation. What should I do? Vertex form. Y equal a times x minus 4 squared plus 0. How do I figure out a? You plug in the point. If I plug in 0 for x and 6 for y, you guys can take it from there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And number 7 is the same thing. Okay, let's draw the picture. Maybe if you guys draw a picture, it might make it easier. The zeros are -1 and 3. Zeros mean the same thing as x-intercepts now. And it has a maximum value of 8. That means the y-coordinate of the vertex is 8. Do we know what the x-coordinate is?
Yeah.
Yes, it's, if this is -1 and that's 3, shouldn't the x-coordinate of the vertex occur halfway in between? At 1. Who said 2? That's a lopsided parabola.
Yeah,
Right?
no.
And again, look, you got the vertex and you got a point. You got either this point or this point, right? It's the same problem. So vertex form, y equal a, x minus 1 squared plus 8. Which point you want to plug in? Okay, this is what period 3 said. Period 3 said, Mr. Park, can't you plug in this point? No, you can. You can. Well, but what, because isn't that point on the parabola? But what happens when you plug in 1 for x and 8 for y? You get 0 equals 0, which is true, but it doesn't help you solve for a. So you can plug it in, but it's not going to help you. So plug in either this one or this one. Plug in 3, okay, let's down because negative numbers scare you. Yeah? So plug in 3 for x and 0 for y. And then you guys can take it from there, right? You're not going to fumble the ball, I don't think. Okay, number 8, same thing. It's the same thing. Go to your rope. Except it's a word problem. Okay, so let's put home plate at the origin. A baseball is hit 1 meter above the ground. So here's the point 0, 1, and it travels in the shape of a parabola. You guys know that, right? When you launch a projectile, it's in the shape of a parabola, right? You guys in physics know that. You guys in chemistry, okay, I'm telling you that, okay?
What?
When you launch, are you in physics? Aren't you doing kinematics now?
Yeah.
Okay. Projectile motion, parabola. Do we know the vertex of this parabola? What does it say? It reaches its highest point 30 meters above a point on the ground that is 60 meters from home plate. So what's the coordinates of the vertex? 60, 30. Isn't this the exact same problem as the previous 3? You know the vertex, you know a point, you can write the equation. So let's do that. Y equal, there. How do you figure out what A is? You plug in the point. You plug in 0 for x and 1 for y. So you get 1 equals, that's 3600 A plus 30. Therefore, A equals -29 over 3600. So therefore, the equation of this parabola is y equal -29 over 3600 x minus 60 squared plus 30. Okay, now we got the equation of the problem, but now we've got to answer a question. There is a fence 4 meters high and 110 meters from home plate. Okay, so there's a fence over here. What are the coordinates of the top of the fence? 110, comma 4. So how can you tell if this ball goes over the fence or not? Yeah, you plug in 110 into the parabola equation. If the y coordinate comes out bigger than 4, isn't that a home run then? It goes over the fence? But if the y coordinate is less than or equal to 4, then it's not a home run. Now in the past, I didn't let the students use a calculator for this problem. But period 3, they were kind of crying already, so I will allow you a calculator. It's not even that hard. Do we even have time in this class? Here, look, let me show you. Plug in 110 for x, so you get negative 29 over 360. Okay, now what is 110 minus 60?
2,005. Oh.
It's 50, and then you square it. You don't even answer the question yet. That's why you guys have problems. Oh, but look, these two zeros cancel those two zeros. So what do you have? You have negative 29 times 25 all over 36 plus 30. How do you simplify this?
You multiply 4 to 36.
What? You make a when you add fractions, I'm not even listening to you. You make a least common denominator. Yeah, but Mr. Park, I don't want to multiply these numbers, it's too difficult. Well, factor. Is there anything can be factored out of the numerator?
5.
A 5. Okay, if I factor out a 5, what's going to be left? 5 times negative 29, which is? What is 5 times 20? I told you guys how to do this. Think of that as 30 minus 1. 150 minus 5. I think everybody can do that. Negative 145. If I factor out a 5 from this, you get 6. 6 times 36 is 216, right? Because that's 6 cubed, right? And everybody knows the cube number is up to 10. Oh, why are you guys laughing? And what's 216 minus 145? 71. And what's 71 times 5? 355 over 36. That's almost 10, right? How do you know that, Mr. Park? That's because 360 over 36 is 10, and that's just a little bit smaller. So the ball is like 9 point something meters above the ground. That's way over the fence. This is not just a home run. This is a monstrous home run. See, you don't need a calculator, but I'll let you use it. Oh. I probably did it faster than you can punch it in. I just told you the answer. Why are you using a calculator? Whatever. Woo! Okay, now, luckily today's lecture is very short. Okay, we're still doing parabolas. In fact, you know what? This is the last thing we're learning. And you get 2 practice tests. The test is coming up already. We're gonna separate the sheep from the goats. What does that mean?
Mr. Park. Mr. Park.
I only can listen to one person at a time. What?
Is the practice test for weight loss 6 and 7? Okay.
Yes, what else could it be?
Mr. Park.
No. Oh gosh. Okay, next question. It's better to be
Isn't
good.
this supposed to be 9a for number 7 on the notes? 9a plus 3b plus c. Like it says 9x plus 3b plus c, but
Oh, I don't know. I could have made a mistake.
yeah.
So what is? So only one person actually reads the notes? Because very free. There's no chance of reading notes. Oh yeah, 98. Should be 98. You are correct, Nakayama, if that's really your name. You know, if you don't know how to do a problem, if you look at the notes and the examples, you might be able to do it. Okay. Okay, okay, you know what? I'm gonna, oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, now, what if I give you, you guys know that if you are given 3 points, okay, let's just make up something. Give me 3 points, quickly. Let's see how good you guys are. Let's see how good you are.
3, 1.
3, 1.
0,
0, oh, okay, no, 0, 0 is too easy.
1,
1, 1, are you serious? 4, 2. Okay, now we'll go with it. If you plot, okay, make sure these are non-collinear. Are these points collinear? And 4, 2 would be up here. If you are given 3 non-collinear points, there is exactly 1 parabola that goes through them, right? We learned this last year, right? Write the equation of this parabola. Okay, now the problem with this is, do we know what the vertex is?
No.
No. So if you don't know what the vertex is, you don't use vertex form. So what's the only other form we have? This one, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Now if I am given 3 points, what do you think I'm going to do with these 3 points? You just plug them in. It's so simple. Watch. So if I plug in 3 for y, x and 1 for y, what do you get? Go. 9a plus 3b plus c equals 1. I just put the y on that side because you're used to seeing it like that. That's why, right? Okay, plug in this point. 1 for x and 1 for y. A plus b plus c equal 1. And then plug in this point. 16a plus 4b plus c equal 2. And you just have 3 equations, 3 variables, and you solve it. When you come out of Algebra 2, you should be experts at solving 3 equations, 3 variables. And you know why this is easy? Because look, the coefficients of c are all 1. So if you just subtract one equation from the other, the c's are going to disappear, right? Okay, so use your Algebra 2 prowess to solve it. If not, write it on the board. And how come? I thought we had more time to do that. At least you got some kind of lecture. It wasn't much. Oh, okay. Yeah. Never mind. No, I'll just tell you now. Delete problem number 8. Just delete it. So if you know people in theory 4, tell them because you're probably not going to get there.
The notes